Hi, how are you?
Good, what's up?
What's up? Well, not much. It snowed today, which was horrible. It was terrible going to work, and then like 5 minutes later, the sun came out and all the roads were clear.
Yes.
Welcome to Denver in the wintertime.
I know. Have you lived here before?
Yeah, I know. That's how it is. But it was really bad today. Like, they didn't go out and clean the... usually they go out and spray that stuff.
The mag chloride.
Yeah, on the roads and so that it doesn't stick. But, like, on my way to work this morning, there was people stuck everywhere. And they weren't, like, in old beaters. There was people stuck.
So
There's several hills on my way to work, and people just couldn't get up it. Especially if the traffic came to a stop while they were on the hill.
Oh, that's
then they
not
couldn't
good.
start again.
Yeah, because it gets icy.
Yes, it does.
Icy. Well, speaking of cars.
Speaking of cars.
Let's just get it out of the way and talk about that pretty little girl who got arrested.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh, my Lord. So, are you shocked?
No, not at all.
We're talking about Justin Bieber was arrested.
For those of you not in the know.
DUI, and they keep calling it drag racing, but really, it's street racing.
Right.
Drag racing to me sounds like
drag racing, you don't
running down the street, right? And it's like, I'm gonna race you.
Drag racing is like at a place where they do drag racing.
Yeah.
They have the light green, and then they take off. That's drag racing. So it's street racing.
But yeah, they keep calling it like drag. He was arrested for drag racing. I'm like, he was street racing. Which street racing is, I don't know, maybe illegal.
Oh, for sure.
And drag racing's not, because it's, a sort of
a controlled environment.
Yeah. But I mean, who knows? I'm not surprised.
A lot of people are saying they're going to end up sending him back to Canada if he keeps getting in trouble, because he doesn't have dual citizenship. He's not a citizen.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, I'm surprised.
He's a Canadian citizen.
I guess, that's probably true, because and then he's only 19, which is the other big problem.
He's not old enough to be drinking. Yes.
Not old enough to be drinking, so he should also get like a minor in possession.
They'll throw the book at him to make an example out of him.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they've thrown the book at. Look how many times Lindsay is fucked up.
That's true as well.
Hey,
but she's an American citizen at least.
Well, yeah, she is. I mean, can we send her to Canada? Or
I don't think they want her.
Yeah, probably not. But I don't know. Yeah, the 19 thing. Sure, I was drinking when I was 19. Whatever.
Of course.
I'm not.
And of course he's doing that. I mean, he's a pop star. You know what I mean? Like, everywhere he goes, people are inviting him in and offering him drinks and stuff. He can go to any club he wants to go to. Yeah. And they will let him in.
I would have loved that when I was 19.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I totally would have wanted to, party with, the whole cast of, 90210 back then. Because,
they were all, 40 back then.
Yeah, that's true. They all were 40. There were a few of them that were still underage. Like, Tori Spelling, I think, was still underage at the time. And she was going out to clubs and doing stuff like that. So it happens. Paris Hilton... how long was she going out before she actually turned 21? Exactly. Miley Cyrus was,
She's still not 21, is she?
I believe she just did recently,
maybe,
very recently.
Yeah, she's been out and about for quite a while.
Yeah, she's been, I'm smoking the sativa, not the sativa, but the stevia plant or some shit.
Oh, like the fake weed?
Yeah.
Oh, she's smoking real weed.
Such a lie. And then,
well, that's because there was a picture of her, in a bong, or hitting a bong or something, wasn't there, that came out? And so that's when she said that's what she was smoking. But now, in magazines and stuff now, she talks about weed, and, she's just okay with it, and blah, blah, blah. She should move here to Colorado where it's legal.
Oh, well, speaking of weed also, on another subject, is... Yay, Broncos going to the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, as everyone keeps...
Well, everyone's seen that meme going around. It's like, the two states, or...
It's the two states that have legalized pot this year.
Going to the Super Bowl, and then they show Super Bowl 2014, and it's like a stadium just full of smoke.
Yeah.
But the thing is that it's not being played here. It's being played in New York, where it's very much illegal.
Where it's very much illegal. You aren't going to be able to get it on the plane. You aren't going to be able to do... Well, I mean, I guess you could. My ex flew with pot all the time. But this was pre 9/11 as well,
right?
And he would carry it on board, he would put it in film canisters and stuff, so the X-ray machine wouldn't. Because I guess that's why you could put your film in X-ray machine, because it would never hurt your film, so they couldn't really see what was in it.
I gotcha.
I guess I don't know.
Well, now they'd open it to look and see what's in it.
That was his excuse.
Put it up your butt, I guess, and some Saran wrap.
Everywhere. I remember one trip, opening my bag, and there was a film canister in my bag, and I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Yeah, because you would have got.
You realize, if I had gotten in trouble for that, I would have been so pissed, and I would have sicked my mom on him.
You would tell your mama.
I would tell my mommy. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's no shock to me that, and especially with Justin Bieber, because it feels like they're trying to get him on something because there was the whole egg.
Right.
You know, he had egged a house or something and caused a bunch of damage, which, okay, and I don't condone any of this, you know, of course.
But he is a kid, and kids do stupid things like that.
So, oh, God, yeah. I mean, some of the stuff I did as a kid, I am so happy that...
You never got caught.
I mean,
Well, you would have just gotten away with it back then with a slap on the hand.
Yeah.
You know, now everyone prosecutes everyone for everything, and people are suing, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's just way more litigious than it used to be.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Litigious.
Litigious.
It's a big word.
Me and my big words.
I know. Because I've egged houses, TP'd houses. I mean, I couldn't even imagine. You'd probably get arrested for TPing a house now.
You could if the people press charges.
I'm sure it's some form of vandalism that... I was always kind of like upset that I didn't get TP'd. None of those people ever came back and retaliated.
Right.
You know? Well, we didn't really have like a lot of big trees in the front yard of our house or anything, so there wasn't...
I went and did it with kids from my church group once.
Oh, of course.
You know, I mean, it was just good, clean fun back then. Now, I guess it wouldn't be that.
I did it with a whole bunch of Mormon kids. You know,
good, clean fun. Yeah.
Good, clean fun. We had a great time.
The whole point I want to make is that it's a non-issue. Why are we even talking about him? There are way more important things to be talking about in the world than who gives a crap that he got arrested.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no reason to care. Like, there's no...
No. I think people are way too involved with celebrities' lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know, who cares? I'm like, I don't.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, look how much we put on the Kardashians and the duck people. Although I did hear their viewership went down.
Well, they had like 12 million and then they had 8 million. So that's 25%.
Yeah. But does that... I mean, I think they're putting a lot of emphasis on that it was the one guy and what he said. I don't agree with that. I think maybe the show is just stupid.
Oh, of course it is.
And maybe people were like, oh, yeah, it was funny last season, but...
I'm over it.
Yeah, it's like, it's just going to kind of be the same
thing. I mean, who was really shocked that he said that? You know what I'm saying? And, okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I may get hate mail for this. However, liberals in general, and especially gay people, we're all like, oh, everyone should be able to live their own life and make their own choices and have their own opinions. You know, you have to respect and tolerate each other as long as you agree with us.
Yeah. Exactly.
If you disagree with us, we're going to boycott you and we're going to tell everybody about you and we're going to say horrible things and we're going to threaten to kill you and all that. I think that's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. It is utterly ridiculous. You know, it's almost reverse intolerance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he's entitled to that opinion. You don't like it, don't watch.
But then in that respect as well, like, the other side keeps using it as a freedom of speech thing. Like, oh, it's breaking his freedom of speech. Well,
he has freedom of speech to say what he wants, but the network also has the freedom to do what they want about whatever he says.
He also has a contract with the network that says that he really can't say and do what he wants.
I mean, he's okay taking their millions of dollars every season, you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter.
Oh, I have a friend that was on a show on HGTV, and he actually had posted on Facebook about... He's like, look, this was my contract stated. He's like, there were several things in my contract that, I couldn't say during filming or couldn't do this. I mean, even if they were to give away something, I mean, well, look at, I've been on RuPaul's Drag Race. There was somebody that was kicked off because they violated a part of the contract.
Oh, really?
Nobody was up in arms about... Like, oh, well, they violated the contract.
Well, who watches that show?
So, yeah, I know. It's coming back, so God knows. I'll probably watch part of it again. And that's another show that's kind of, like, played its course. Like, we don't need that many famous...
I'm done with the whole reality TV thing in general.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the dumbing down of America. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. You're watching these people act stupid, and then kids think it's okay to act like that in public, and they do. Like when I go to the grocery store sometimes, I feel like I'm in an episode of Jerry Springer. Like, that is how people act in public nowadays.
Oh,
it's
God,
just,
yeah.
It's beyond me that people act like that.
Yeah, because, I mean, even the other night when we had gone to the Pink concert, and leaving the concert, we were going to get on the shuttle, of our mall shuttle here. Mm-hmm. And there's just this group of kids that, I mean, they're F-bombing each other back and forth. It looked like two girls were about to get in a fight. I was like, I'm not going to ride the shuttle.
Right.
Like that. I was like, that's just not...
I'm sufficiently intimidated.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really... It's just... I have come from, like, a really, really good night, and I don't want that to spoil it. So, we just didn't get on the shuttle.
People just are negative in general. So. Not everybody, but you just see it a lot more out in public than you used to. I still believe that most people are genuinely good. You know, that may be naive, but I still believe that. But you don't see them on the news. You know, you don't see people that, you know, it's like that one commercial, the insurance commercial, where they're like, oh, and here's a safe driver coming on the highway. Oh, he's got his turn signal on. Oh, he's going a safe 45 miles an hour. Right. You know, no one wants to hear about that. No. They want to hear about the crazy guy that whipped onto the highway and cut 3 people off and then killed a family.
Yeah, exactly. So, or what's funny to me, there's a couple car commercials right now where it's like the woman driver and the woman like jumps the train and does this and that and the other. And I'm like, please, like a woman driver would be able to do that. That's fantasy.
Whatever. The views reflected by Sharon are not necessarily the views of WeSaid.tv.
You know, there's like one trying to get to work on time. I'm like, please.
Is she doing her makeup?
You know damn well she should be doing her makeup and like on her phone. You know, I mean, let's show reality, people. Come on.
Wow. You're going to get hate mail for that one. From all our lesbian followers.
I know. And what was it today that I was called on Facebook? A cold, lifeless bitch?
Something like that, yes.
Like that. Well, do I really need to explain?
No one defended you.
No one defended
Not
me.
even me.
I didn't even defend myself. So
That's funny.
Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Huh. Well, I think that we're actually, I want to just kind of say we're starting a new format where we're going to do, you know, shorter little bursts, and then you know, we'll have a few more episodes throughout the week and more. We're going to saturate ourselves into the market. So as you see, like the shorter episodes,
we're going to be the Kardashians.
Yes, we are.
Of this genre, whatever genre this is that we do.
Whatever we are.
I hear their show is coming back on. Not that I've ever watched it, but
I haven't either.
I saw it advertised on. I was watching Sub Network and it was advertising for E. I don't remember what network it was, but I don't watch E. Like I never have.
Yeah, there's only a couple shows I watch on E because the rest of it's just Justin Bieber will have his own. You know, give it 5 or 10 years, and he'll be there. So
the worst thing that ever happened to television.
Yep. Reality
television is horrible.
television.
Oh, well, we're still talking about reality before we break away. What about, what's his name? Juan somebody, The Bachelor?
Oh, yeah, The Bachelor said
that gays were more perverse in his hands, and that he doesn't think it's appropriate for them to show gay relationships on TV.
Right.
When he has 50 women, you know, killing each other to get at him and try to get a piece of him. And that's appropriate to show children? Mm-hmm. Really? I mean, because who is he to judge?
Because, yeah, he's the one in the hot tub with, like, 2 women.
I mean, seriously.
Naked and, you know, fawning all
so
over
frustrating.
him. But that's not perverted in any way whatsoever. And he has a kid.
That he didn't pay child support for, and that the state of Florida had to come after him for back child support. But he can judge us.
But yeah, so that's, you know, whatever.
I'm not bitter.
These people just, if you're on a reality show or a celebrity, you are not above the law.
That is absolutely
right. Or above the world, or above anything. You are.
Well, why we give any credence to their opinion at all?
You have more money, so yes, you can get better lawyers
right.
than I could get. But I mean, you still have to follow the law. I mean, I can't just go out and, well, maybe I should go drag racing. Go up and down the 16th Street Mall.
We'll call a couple of our friends and I would love to do that.
And just be like, run down. Like, what are you doing? We're drag racing. Woo! We're crazy.
Have little dolls with Justin Bieber on your back.
Exactly. What are you doing? I'm drag racing.
That would be funny. It would be. I would like that.
That'd be fun. Good times. Great fun.
Great fun, yes.
But yeah, The Bachelor as well. I mean, that's just a little much. I've never, ever watched an episode of that.
I'm not either. Or The Bachelorette, for that matter.
So I know there was, I saw some preview or something of someone who'd been married for 10 years now from the show. So hey, good for them. It actually worked. Yeah.
Oh.
So
I thought they were all like fake, and they'd get. I was watching.
It's probably the only one that happened. It's probably like season 2.
You know, on Wednesday night I watch like The Middle and Modern Family and all that. It's all on ABC. Well, they were advertising this Sunday is actually going to be a live wedding from The Bachelor, I guess the guy who won, the girl and the guy who won last year are getting married, and they're like putting it live on TV on Sunday.
Ugh.
I mean, so that's going to be really romantical because all the older bitches will be there, like from the show for drama purposes. It's not like they're just going to show us a nice little wedding. They're going to make it dramatic.
Like, does anyone disapprove of this wedding? Oh, yeah. There's about 50 of them.
49 girls stand up. I do.
Well, that's like, look at the big deal they made of Kim Kardashian's wedding that lasted for 50 days or whatever.
I think it was 70-something days.
Okay. Yeah.
But even still.
But still.
And she's like somebody famous. She's a whore that cheated on her husband, that was still married to her husband when she was pregnant with somebody else's baby. So why is she a star? I don't understand why that gets, but then other people that are good people, that do the right things are nobody. No one gives a shit. Yeah. They all want to hear about her. Really?
Exactly.
I just don't get that. I if I never hear that name again, it will be too soon.
I would be thrilled never to hear that. I won't say that name again.
Let me tell you one thing about her, though. Her and him, the guy that she's with, they did this video. Has like horses on it, and like they're on a motorcycle, and they're like doing it. Did you see the one where
Seth
Rogen and James Franco redid it? Oh my god, it was the funniest thing I ever saw. I love that.
And it is scene for scene. It is hilarious.
Like there's the one scene where Seth Rogen's on his back, and you can tell he's getting like thrusted upon. I was like, that is great.
I love James Franco. Now that's a celebrity I could follow.
I think so. I think he's probably a normal guy.
He knows that he has this celebrity status, but he doesn't use it for stupidity. Right. Like he uses it to entertain.
Right.
He's definitely, and I think Seth Rogen is kind of like that as well.
I agree.
Jonah Hill and some of those guys. I mean, there are some.
A lot of that could be because they weren't rich growing up, and they became celebrities after they were pretty much grown and were the people that they were going to be.
Right. And I mean, then there are like other celebrities that, hey, this is just my job. I'm not Miss Congeniality. As much as I try to tell Sandra that, yes, you are Miss Congeniality. You will always be my Miss Congeniality. Miss Congeniality in Space was amazing. So
I fell asleep.
There you go. I loved it. But anyway.
Totally fell asleep on that movie.
So here's looking at you, Sandy, and I'm pulling.
I love her. No, I love her, but I just fell asleep.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
Anyway. All right. Well, on that note, before you make me fall asleep with your...
Wow. I'm leaving. There's the door. I'm not really leaving. I wouldn't.
Let's see how easy it is to replace you and try to get someone else to do this.
Wow. That's all right. I'll just cry myself to sleep tonight. Yeah.
That's okay. He does most nights anyway.
I do. It's true. I'm only happy on camera.
Well, once again, thanks for watching, and thank you to our sponsors.
Absolutely, and our sponsors, and don't forget to reach out to us and all the contact info, and you see us all over Facebook, I'm sure.
Yeah. And get ready to see us a hell of a lot more.
That's right.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Thanks. See you later. Bye.